morning, everyone. Till yesterday's session, we have completed what is the comparison and all the things. So today we are going to see this. What is the criteria for assessing the potential of RES? RES is renewable energy sources. So here, what is the major point is trying to tell is, first one is which is the point we have to take into consideration for assessing the potential of the, for example, take the wind. So wind is also wind, solar, and we are having 5 different things as everybody knows, geothermal and all the things. But we have to check it out. First component is the geographic component. So here we can see that the sun will be available only at the morning times, and also the sun radiation will be more in some parts of the world, but not in every part of the world. For example, in Antarctica, we can't see the sun, and also the sunlight radiation or the heat will not be that much when compared to the other places of the world. So that's the reason we must take it as a geographic component. Especially he's talking about the wind and the solar. So this cannot be transported. So wind and solar also cannot be transported, or all the things, because the geothermal also will be having on in the air. So here the transportation, we are not talking about the transportation. So the major point we are going to look into this is, first one is the geographic component, and the next one is the electricity generation facility must be located at good resource sites. So suppose we are having 4 different sites. 4 different sites we have set up some plants, and also we can check it out. The wind is very good at particular site number 1 is very good, site number 2 is second, site number 3 is third, like that it is coming. So here we must set up an electrical generation in all the places, but the capacity must be more in the site 1 where you are getting the continuous wind flow. So for the wind turbines to rotate continuously and generate the electricity continuously, we must have the consistency of the wind flow, and also it must be of 10 meters per second continuously. And if it is some intermittent, like we call it as intermittent airflow, it will not help us to get the power generation like consistently also, and also very good. So here we are going to deal with, first one is the geographic component. The second one is the electricity generation facility must be located at good resource sites. And here, however, this limitation makes it easier to access the renewable energy potential for the specific sites such as the DOE LM lands. So here, data of energy, that is nothing but the data of DOE is data of energy, and also the Department of Energy, we can call it a Department of Energy. And next one is the LM is the legacy management lands. Legacy management lands. And also this, all the topics are there in the so in the PDF, that the document also will be shared to you in the live classes. After that, you can go through the document and also come back with many doubts, or if no doubts, it's very good. And next one is by extracting the resource information that falls only within the property. So your legacy management is very important. And next one is, all that is required is to achieve a good renewable energy estimate, high quality renewable resource data, and location of the sites to be reviewed. So here, what is the final outcome must be there. So here final outcome must be there is the good renewable energy we must achieve, and also we must be able to achieve the quality renewable resource also. So here we must check based on this. So first of all, the main base point what we have to take care of to achieve these two, the quality as well as the utter or the sufficient power we require to generate the renewable energy sources, how much we are going to utilize, it is also very important. So for the first point, it is nothing but the location of the site is very much important. Location of the site is very much important, and without affecting the, and also without affecting the habitat of the humankind. Okay, next slide. Well, coming to the next slide, here we can check it out. What is the task 1? So here, what is the task 1 we'll have is, and the department. So this is the case study of the American. So like what to say, like United States of America, we have taken the case study here because it is the mostly applicable. So this study is mostly applicable for all other countries in the world also. That's the reason we have taken the case study of the USA. But here, if you are writing this in the paper, you may ask, some students might be asking, sir, if you write this the particular case study here, will you get the marks? So here we are not going to mention in the exam, this is a case study in America, or this is a case study in India. These points are common, but I'm just giving you some clarity, because you will be knowing what this deals with, what is this DOE, what is this LM. the procedure and the names will be different, but the standard operating procedure will be same for all the countries across the world. So that's the reason I'm mentioning. So in exam you can write like this: what is the first point, what is the second point, what is the third point. We are having 3 points here for the criteria assessing, and also some brief up of that one. What is that? First point is dealing with, the notes also is covered here. So here we are talking about gather available information on the DOE lands. So where the energy is going to produce, and also that lands data will be having with the government and also with the government, so that it will maintain. So while before we are going to invest something on this thing, on the renewable energy sources plan, for setting up the renewable energy source plan, we can go to the department and also just get the data of it. So here what we are having, what is the available information on DOE lands and solar and wind renewable energy sources. So there the data will be there. Okay, in this land we are going to get this much continuous wind flow, and also like this much amount of the solar energy is going to be coming, or particular place we can mention like that. So here we are going to take that one here. DOELM provided a listing of properties of interest to their organization. The DOE, the Department of Energy, will be doing the survey on the land, and will gather some data. So those data will be shared with the particular business people who are interested to set up the industry or all the things for utilizing the renewable energy sources. And also government is also setting up the plans, and also right now we can see in Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and also Rajasthan, all the things, those all things will be shared to you in the live sessions in the video classes. In the video classes, we'll come to know that the particular Tamil Nadu is having lot much of wind power, and also separate states, we are having some states where we are getting lot much of solar power, and also some states are utilizing wind power, and also some states are going to utilize the hydro power. Like that, all the data is there. Yeah. So in the YouTube links, it will be shared only in the live session. If anybody is interested, you can share me also randomly by the next class or the next session. Okay, next one is, here we are going to deal with this properties includes parcels currently under LM administration. So according to their policy, these lands will be having the legacy management process. So because that lands will not have any disputes or any harmful effects for the surroundings or for the atmosphere. So based on that, they are going to take it and also plan accordingly, and those lands will be like issue free, and also like there won't be any problem for us also in the so in the point of legal ways also. So here you can check it out. NREL resource assessment staff then matches the property information to the available solar and wind resource data sets to identify the level of resource at each site for CSP, PV, and wind. So the other day we are comparing CSP also. So it is nothing but concentrate solar plate collector. It is a form of the solar energy collector. It is concentrate solar plate, and PV is photovoltaic cell like normal solar cells, and last one is the wind. So this is the first task, is gather available information on the DOE lands, and solar and also wind radiation data, the solar radiation data and also the wind flow data will be available with this particular department. While coming to the next slide, we will be explaining you what is the data we are getting from the solar, like that, what is the things he is taking, like. And also here you can check it out. This NREL and Dr. Richard Perez of the State University of New York had developed a national solar resource assessment for the United States at the resolution of approximately 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers. So he has taken the area of 10 kilometers square. Sorry, it is 10 by 10 means it's nothing but 100 kilometers square there. This data is produced using a satellite based model. The estimates are an average of 8 years of processed satellite data, representing the time 1998 to 2005. So here he has kept the data and also observed the particular land for nearly 8 years, and the data will be consolidated finally. So the data will be updated periodically to include additional years of data. The data is processed to represent 14 solar collector configurations that are relevant to different types of solar applications. So here we will be having different types of solar cells. We will be having like flat plate collectors, we will be having the concentric plate collectors, and also where we are going to use in the concentric plate, we will check it out, and also where we are going to use the flat plate. Based on the different configurations, different sizes, the data is going to be analyzed by the department, so that they will get some clarity of, okay, in this particular time, this amount of data or the solar radiation data will be the peak at this particular point of time. Like that, we can get the picture. Well, coming to the next slide. So here the solar energy is captured by different forms. One is the concentric plate collector, concentric solar plate collector, and next one is the PV. PV is nothing but the